Good evening, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another knee-jerk reaction. First of all, I'd like to apologise for not doing a deadline stream. Gonna be honest with you guys, I wasn't feeling up to the mark. Still a few long-term COVID kind of side effects. So feeling better today, thought I'd come in and we'll talk about how it went. Discussion points, big news is like double game weeks in game week 27, 28. Coming in 29, we've got some double game weeks in there as well. So some teams will be doubling up, some will be getting no games in terms of blank game weeks. So we'll discuss all that. We'll go through what it done in terms of my rank, what I played in terms of a chip. So I did play my triple captain chip. Am I looking for a wild card now, considering we've had those changes in the game week schedule and fixtures as well. So we'll discuss all that. We'll go through what your points are, what you're looking into, and what the plans are moving forward. So in terms of how it's gone this week, 68 points so far. So I had a lot of players who were double game week players, and that includes Mo Salah, who is triple captain for me as well. So I've still got 8 players to go for another, I'd say, round in this game week. So we're looking for hopefully getting a better rank. In terms of a rank, how I've done so far this game week, I've gone up 80,000. So I was 99,000 last night because I've had no players play today. So I was around the 320,000 mark this morning, and now I'm 340,000 indeed itself. Hi Ali, I hope you're good. I'm well, thank you. I'm better. I had a few days where I wasn't feeling so great, so I'm still having some long-term health issues after recovering from COVID, but on the mend, feeling better, and I'm back to do a knee-jerk reaction. We've got lots to discuss, guys, honestly. So if you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Let's have some questions. How did you do, Ali? Let me know. What were your points? Happy, not happy? Any transfer plans? Everyone else, let us know. Give us a shout out. I'll give you a shout out as well. So let me know how you're doing. In terms of yesterday's games, honestly, I watched the Man City versus Spurs highlights. So I came from work, turned it on. What a game. What a game. I'm so glad I got Harry Kane in. Obviously, Son did well as well. But I just had a feeling about Harry Kane. Hopefully, this is the start of something good. And let's see if we can take it forward from there. Ali says 72 points so far with 10 to play. Ooh, 10 players still to play midweek for him. Nice. Beautiful. In terms of next week, so obviously I have Arsenal and Liverpool blanking. And as you know, 5 of my players are these players from these teams. So potentially I might not even make any transfers, but I might make 2. But you never know. I've got 2 free transfers to go. I'm not looking to play any wild card as of yet. Ali says you didn't give COVID to the Queen, did you? I don't think so. No. I mean, I had COVID back in January, so it's been about a month since I recovered. But I've had some long-term issues in terms of like health, fatigue, breathing, oxygen levels. So it's been a bit difficult, but on the mend. But I just wasn't up to the mark. I was on work yesterday, so I wasn't going to do it in the morning. But I wanted to do it on Friday after work. But I just didn't feel up to the mark today. But I finished work today, felt better, and I thought, you know what, we're going to do this today, no matter what. But no, I didn't give it to the Queen, Ali. I'd long recovered before then. Hafiz, is Maddison a good transfer for the long term, even if Europa Conference League may become their top priority? I mean, to be fair, Leicester can't afford to rotate as much, so Brendan Rodgers already has his job on the line, really, considering how... I'd say they've not been up to the mark this season, considering how well they've done in the last 2 seasons, where they should have, I think, qualified for at least the Champions League once. At the 2 seasons, but they haven't done that well. But they've been injury hit. But Maddison's a really good player. Maddison's on form, like a form player, really. To be fair, when he comes good, he goes on a good run. But I think there's some good form around the corner. If you want to go long term with him, they've got some games in hand which are to be rescheduled as well. So he may be a good option because obviously Vardy no longer is a regular. Schmeichel, they leaked too many goals. So Maddison, for me, is actually the best player out of Leicester. Long term, could be a good shout. But you have to look who are better players around that price, around that region. Saka's doing well. Bowen's done well as well. But Maddison, if you're looking to take advantage of those games, then it does seem like a good bet. Steve, good evening, Steve. 59 -8, triple captain Trent. 9 to play, triple captain. Do you know what? I was this close. That he was on my thought process as well, Steve, as potential triple captain. As you can see, I put a vice captaincy on him, so he was like that close. I was second favourite for him as a captaincy option. So I'm so lucky I didn't place it on him. But you never know. Against Leeds, you could get a triple. I mean, obviously, he doesn't get triple points, but he could get like clean sheet points, which would give him 18. Plus, if he gets like an assist or a goal, so you could potentially look at about still like good 25 points from him if he does get a good game in. So we can be hopeful, right? 25, 26 points. So fingers crossed, let's wait and see. Ali, I only have 2 chips left, a wildcard 28 and free hit 30. Nice. I mean, for me, Ali, I'm looking to do my wildcard. Well, wildcard, I might leave it till a bit at the end of the season. Like, when you kind of know who they're going to play at the end of the season. I might go for those 15 players to come in. My free hit, the second one, I'm looking to leave until game week 36. Now, I've heard a lot on Twitter from very good sources that there's going to be a major double game week around 36. So I'm quite tempted to know what that will look like. So I might just leave that. Predominantly, I might even play my wildcard in game week 35 then. If that is the case, then I might even look to change it up. I might leave it a bit later this time because I really want to take advantage of if there is anything at the end. So that will be interesting for me. But free hit in game week 30 does sound like a good plan. Mr. Jobs, FPL is giving me a lot of headache. Tell me about it, honestly. It's giving me nightmares. Lucky Salah scored and got some bonus points as well. So he gave me 30 points. The first time I've actually got a return from a triple captain. And a lot of players, a lot of managers have gone wild card this week because of the whole fixture rescheduling. Again, that's absolutely fine. You're going to win some weeks and you're going to lose some weeks, right? So I don't think personally at the moment we need to go out of the way. I mean, this is, I think, the most comfortable managers can feel taking a -8, -12, -16. But for me, I think I've set up such a squad now that, around 340,000 in terms of rank, for me, I'm quite satisfied. Considering, 6 weeks ago, I was like 1.3 mil. So I've gone in the right direction over the last 6 to 8 weeks. So for me, I don't think I need to tinker too much. I'm having a lot of benefits this week because I'm having literally 18 players play for me. However, the week after, next week, I might even potentially have only 9 players available to play for me. But I might have Brownhill from Burnley, who's a double game week player. But do I really need to go out my way to waste my chip on Burnley, Leicester, who haven't been in great form? I don't think so just of yet. So I might next week take a bit of a calmness. I might make some transfers. I can be honest with you, I can tell you what I'm looking into at the moment. Calvert-Lewin has to go. I backed him. I was so happy. 6 weeks, he's got me 5 points. I've had enough of him, to be brutally honest. Sorry guys, I've got my drink here to give me the energy to continue on with this. So I want to get rid of Calvert-Lewin. He may go on a goal scoring spree for Frank Lampard. The reaction I thought that would come hasn't come already. So potentially I'm looking at someone like a Raul Jimenez around that price. Now what that'll do, that'll spare up some more cash for me. King has been absolutely, again, dreadful for me since I've had him over the last 10 weeks. He's had 1 or 2 goals or assists or something like that. I might just change him for Dennis because I've got the funds. So that'll be 2 transfers that I can do for free. So those are what I'm looking at the moment. I don't intend to change any other part of my squad. I've got Edison and Diaz to come back in. We can take it from there, how we go along. Mr. Jobs says, when are you playing your bench boost? Bench boost for me, Mr. Jobs, I'm going to leave it to the last day of the season. So I might play my bench boost in game week 38 because then I have, players on the bench who are potentially playing as well. And hopefully, if someone does get someone like a Salah, he won't play the last game, potentially, But I say potentially, if the title's over, I don't think they'll give him a full game. You potentially could have Alexander-Arnold being rested. Cancelo probably will get a breather. There'll be a lot of players who don't feature. I'm not going to say these are guaranteed not going to feature, but I'm just getting an example of how it can shape up. So if you do play the 15 players, that week, if someone has 3 or 4 players out of their main 11 who ain't playing, that can give me a comparative advantage. So that's my thinking process at the moment. Unless there's any double game weeks elsewhere, I might play bench boost, but free hit is what I'm prioritising at the moment for double game weeks and points around that position at the moment. Thomas, good evening. Red arrow for me, 220k to 360k. Absolutely frustrated. It happens, buddy. But look, Thomas, do you have any other players left to play for the rest of the week? Because there are some players, managers-wise, who've got 8 or 9 players. I'm in that situation as well. So if it hasn't gone well in the first half, there's a very, good likelihood that you can actually change that around for the next half. And plus today, Bruno Fernandes scoring was a big thing. Because he's probably the most owned player out of all those Manchester United assets. So if anyone did captain him, which I highly doubt, many managers did, but there's always the odd occasional one, then that wouldn't have affected our rank too much as we speak. Mr. Jobs says, I think Salah can score at least 2 against Leeds if he starts. Do you think he'll start? I think he will. Players like Salah, Mane, their fitness is incredible. They play week in, week out. They're at the peak of their game. They've literally just gone and played at a tournament where there's been back-to-back extra time games where they've played and they've done 20 shootouts, but yet they've come in and they want to get stuck in straight away. I don't think Salah will not play the game. He may even get 60 minutes, but now that Jota is injured, it's very likely that they will play or they will start the game at least, I would say. Liverpool now, the thing is they sense blood. So this is very key for all Liverpool owners at the moment of Salah, Mane and Luiz, for example. Liverpool sense blood. They're 1 game in hand and 6 points behind Man City, and they are still to play Manchester City in a couple of weeks at the Etihad Stadium. Now that could all change if Liverpool wins their game against Leeds, which is the game in hand, and then they go on to beat Man City. They're on level points. I don't think there's any room for complacency for Klopp. He's not going to drop these players, and the players don't want to be dropped either. There's a chance for them to win the league, which I wouldn't have said about 6 weeks ago when Man City beat Arsenal and they were 12 points clear at that point on New Year. But Tottenham win. I think Southampton beat or got a draw against City. I think they got a draw. They should have got a win. There was a penalty shout. There wasn't. So things can happen. I don't think Salah or Mane are going to be rested, personally. But I think he will start. TexX here, good evening. How are you? You all right? What's your plans for next week? You have 5 players blanking next week. Will you be free hitting? Yeah, so Tex, I've talked about this. I'm not intending to free hit. I've got 5 players blanking, right? I'm aware of that. But I've got Brownhill, who's double game week. So effectively, I have 11 players playing. If I'm going to make 2 transfers, I'm not looking to free hit yet. I want to save my free hit for game week 36. Yes, there are a lot of FPL experts out there. A lot of managers talking about free hitting next week and doing it quick and early. That's their choice. I fully understand where they're coming from. But for me, the fixtures that I've looked at in the next 2 double game weeks that are I think 28, 29, I think around that time. There's no games that stand out for me. But the doubles I'm talking about, there's nothing that really says to me, Mo, I need to make these changes. I want these players to be playing because I've got decent games elsewhere as well. And plus, if I want to go big, I've already gone against the crowd in terms of my big at the back. Ronaldo up front, which didn't work out. So I've already gone against the trend, the general FPL trend that's happened with the experts. So I intend to play my game myself at the moment. So my intention, so if in terms of like free hit, is game week 36 because there's a double game week there. Bench boost in game week 38. So 36, 38 is going to be my 2 chip weeks. For now, again, that can change based on injuries, more fixture announcements, because there's still Leicester and Chelsea, other clubs still to be rearranged. So we'll watch out for the space. But for as of now, that's what we're looking at the moment. In terms of next game week, I might even make 2 transfers which don't affect, like, in terms of fixtures wise, in terms of the other 5 players. Calvert-Lewin may go out for Jimenez. I'm looking at the moment. I'm not 100% sure. And King, I want to just, I don't know. I've just kind of given up on him now. He's just been that 2-pointer for me. I might look at Dennis, getting Dennis in. I know King's on penalties, but Dennis is getting the goals. That's how I want to look at it the moment. Tom says 7 players left with Trent to triple captain. So effectively, that's 8 players, right? Because you've got a triple captaincy chip. I'd say that's 8 players, right? I'll add another player on. So yeah, you're looking at 8 players to replay Tom. So fingers crossed, if it goes well, Trent has a good game week, gets you a clean sheet, an assist or a goal, a few bonus points. You know, you're looking at like 25, 30 points for that player, even more. And that could help your rank massively. Thomas says, why was Trent not even on the bench? I think with Trent, I think they wanted to give him a rest. You know, I think the workload now they want to manage. I think sometimes it's rotation. No disrespect to Norwich, you know, I think Liverpool thought it was going to be a real comfortable game. However, it wasn't until the 2 subs were made around the hour mark. Then Liverpool scored twice in 2-3 minutes. I think it was 2 minutes 45 seconds. And the game completely changed. So Trent's been rested now. At least it's done. The resting's out of the way. You know, next game Robertson might be against Leeds rested and Tsimikas plays again. They want to manage the workload. They got Champions League at the moment. They don't want to get any players injured. So that's potentially the reason why he's been benched. And it's unfortunate he's been benched in a double game week. That's literally the most unfortunate that could happen. I generally don't think he was going to get rested. That was my opinion. That's why you can see I've put the vice captain responsibility on Trent. Why wasn't he over the bench? I think he's just given the weekend off. They just said, you know what, go away, have fun, enjoy, and we'll see you next week. Mr. Jobs, free hit 28 looks better than free hit 27. Again, it's again down to the team that you have, Tom. So it depends on what players you have in your squad, right? If you have more players that are more worthwhile getting you better points than 27, then 27 seems a bit more genuine. As for 28, again, 28 will seem more realistic for you. Ali Mac, if it's a major double game week 36. Won't nearly teams have 2 games, so no need to free hit. Yeah, you're right, Ali. Most teams will have double game weeks. But again, if there's certain fixtures you want to target more, let's say, for example, I've got Van Dijk right in my squad. I'm just going to give an example. Let's say Van Dijk, you know, Liverpool's not a good example. Liverpool pretty much have better fixtures. Let's say someone like a Ben White, you know, Arsenal, they get 2 tough games. I could potentially look at someone who's got better fixtures, someone from Wolves, for example. So again, it all depends on how I feel that game week. But who knows? I might even play bench boost. We don't know. I don't know how I feel at the moment. But the fixtures at the moment, they just don't call out for me to play my free hit. I think I'm going to be playing it too early. That's my honest opinion. Because there's no real fixtures that I look at and I think, yeah, I think this is worthwhile me playing. Who knows? I might change my mind. But at the moment, that's the kind of plan that I have at the moment. Texas said, why bench boost in game week 38? It's predicted that game week 31, 37 can all have fixtures be put in, but game week 38 cannot, and it's a double game week. It's the last game week of the season, so not ideal to bench boost, as you want to bench boost in a double game week. Yeah, I mean, you can do. But again, as I said, it's too early for me to plan these things. I'm still thinking, you know, it's so that it depends on fixtures, depends how I set up. Again, this can all change. This is nothing in writing. This is just certain things that I've got in plan-wise. Who knows, next week I might even hit the free hit button. I just don't know what I feel at the moment. But for now, I feel a bit content and comfortable. And still a lot can change in terms of fixtures. There's still a few games to be rearranged. And there's a few games that will be rearranged again due to FA Cup fixtures. So maybe it's good to hold on to those free hits and bench boosts for now. I'm just giving an example, right? I could be right, I could be wrong. Thomas, do you think Trent will start versus Leeds? Thomas, I think he will. I genuinely believe he will start against Leeds. And Leeds, beware. It was a great game against United today, 4-2, but at Anfield it's going to be a tough game for them. If they're going to play expansively, it could get ugly. When I say ugly, probably 4, 5, 6 goals. If they play expansively. If United can score 4 against them, no, I'm a United fan saying this, by the way. If United can score 4, just imagine if they're that open against Salah, Mane and Luis. Good luck. Mr. Job says Trent and Robbo should start against Leeds. I mean, I don't see a reason why not, but they've got good backup now. If you look at like Simicast, Milner's in there as well. They've got good backup to cover as well. But yeah, how disappointing are Everton, honestly. I feel like I'm wasting my my transfers there. Way. How are you, buddy? Good evening. 70 with a free hit. No Robbo, Trent. And no free hit for Gameweek 30 from 1.5 mil last time here to 150k. Smashed it. Wow, you read it well. Texting to say, yeah, most FA Cup fixtures will have rearranged in 36. That's why it's almost certain 36 will be a double game week. 38 cannot have any games rearranged. Yeah, it's true. Again, as I said, look, it might be the case that, you know, I might have a game week where my bench looks like they got good games. A few of them might even have double game weeks. I might activate it earlier. So we'll see how I feel. We'll see how it goes. There's a lot to be rearranged still. I know there's a lot of fixtures that came out. Let's have a look at just have a look at the FPL app to see which games are left to rearrange. Let's have a look. So yeah, they've still got, at the moment, to be reconfirmed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 games to rearranged. And Leicester are 3 of them. So there's still quite a lot to look into. Let's look at some fixtures that we could potentially look into. Who've got double game weeks, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some fixtures. As you can see from my rank, you know, I've halved it in 4 weeks. Love it. But let's look at some fixtures of double game weeks that potentially we have coming forward. So that's this game week. Nothing in 27, 28. So you've got so you've got Southampton, Newcastle, Wolves, Watford, Leeds, Aston Villa. Again, none of those teams shout out to me that I really want to play a bench boost or a free hit. And then game week 28, you've got Everton, Newcastle, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Spurs, Brighton. Again, I got 5 of those players anyway, and then I've six. I've got 6 players already double week playing. So again, it's a lot to think about, a lot to genuinely just consider. So we'll have to just wait and see to see where my overall chip strategy goes. But at the moment, I don't have any intentions to play it for now. Weiwei says nearly everyone has a chip being used from free hits to wildcards to triple captain. Definitely. They have been hard to use triple captain. Ali says, anyone you tend to get rid of Mo? DCL? Yep, DCL for sure. I'm looking to get Jimenez in, to be honest with you. Thomas says, any midweek fixtures on TV this week? Good question. Let's check. Not on TV, but you've got that's surprising. No Premier League fixtures on TV on Wednesday. But we've got Arsenal Wolves on Amazon Prime Video. This is in the UK, by the way, guys. That's surprising. No midweek fixtures on any TV. But honestly, guys, Harry Kane coming back into form. Good time, eh? Good timing. Showing Man City, you could have signed me, guys. Tezza! Hey, Mo. Hey, Tezza, how are you? You alright? I hope you're well. Oh, yes, Ali. Champions League. Completely forgot. Champions League this week. It is indeed. I think it's Manchester United playing this week and Chelsea. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Of course, Champions League games it is. Ooh, gonna be interesting on that one. But yeah, FPL generally it's had FPL's had quite a few rescheduled games. But yeah, Champions League, guys, completely forgot. I completely forgot the Champions League. Yeah, Ali Max says it's only Champions League as well. Tech60 says, yeah, again, Champions League as well. Correct. Wait, I'd get Lukaku for Kane first for your team. Chelsea fixtures look great. Yeah, Chelsea fixtures do look good. I'm not going to lie to you. But Lukaku's form looks very, very inconsistent for me at the moment. So, yeah, I mean, if he shows some form and he catches some good form, then why not? I can look to get him in. But for now, I think I'll stick to Kane, which has done well for me. Tech60, this is one way that Ben Carolyn predicts possible doubles. Ah, fair enough. Tezza says, which forwards can you suggest to replace Antonio? To be fair, at the moment, I'm looking myself at two, Jimenez and Dennis, unless you have either of them, but they're all flopping, honestly. Brojo will be a good cheap option to use those other funds elsewhere. That's the thing what I can advise, to be fair, guys. If you guys haven't liked the video, guys, at the moment, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed to FPL Inkling, give us a subscribe as well. I'm good, says Tezza. And you? I'm better, thank you. I'm better. I didn't have a good couple of days, Thursday, Friday. Wasn't feeling that great, but I'm much better now. Much better. Fingers crossed. Back to hopefully making some team selection videos. Doing a live deadline stream next week. Back to normality with all of these as well. Ali Max says Lukaku 7 touches in 90 minutes. One of those was first half kickoff. Yeah, I guess he's just holding up for the good touches, right? Thomas Tezza 2, I got Weghorst in. It can happen. Weghorst. Actually, to be fair, it can happen. It's actually good. He's in good form. I think it'd be a good shout. Any plans for you guys for your transfers? Any chips you guys playing next week? Feel free to let me know. Ali Matt says Brojo, Kane, Weghorst, best front line, I think. Yeah, they're all decent, to be fair. I never thought I'd ever have a season where the forwards would be such a difficult situation. Like a few years ago, you had obviously Aguero, Harry Kane was on fire, Aubameyang was on fire, Vardy was on fire. So it really depended on which forward you actually went for. But this season, you know, obviously Antonio had that brilliant start. He came out of the woods firing. But it's just no one who's actually really stood out as a forward. Kind of be like the Salah, Mane, that kind of a season. Thomas says Weghorst or Cornet captain next week. Oh, I mean, Cornet's a good shout, to be fair. Bit of a differential. I think Cornet would be a good shout. Definitely differential, though, from Burnley. But it'd be a good shout. Good shout to get him in. Get him in. I remember this journey, honestly, starting from about, I went as far as 3 million in rank at one point. Coming down to 340,000, it's definitely been a good journey. Ali Max says that Diaz at Liverpool looks to play. He does, doesn't he? I mean, looks quality, honestly. He's going to be really good. I mean, you look at Coutinho, he's kind of calmed down from his form, but he came in absolutely firing. But yeah, Diaz looks class. It's going to be a great player for Liverpool. And FPL, if he continues like this. Thomas says they both have double game weeks. Yep, they both do indeed. But I'd go for Cornet out of the two options that you've given. They definitely do look good options for captaincy, but Cornet just gets my back in. Honestly, if Salah could get a brace of goals against Leeds, another 15 points, that'd be 45 points. Oh, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Tezza says, Thomas, great suggestions. Yeah, of course, those two are really good options for captaincy. In the next game, it's such a shame. But to be fair, look, I'm not even going to look at it as like losing out. I've got a double game week for Liverpool now. Even if they play next week, I've already had their fixtures played, right? And then I've got Arsenal as well, looking for another double game week. So, yeah, it's not much lost. Not much lost at all. Did you guys see the penalty that was given to City yesterday? That handball. I was so sorry for him, honestly, Romero. But his hand was away from his body, right? But Harry Kane, honestly, is this now the last 10 games where he's going to actually get himself into gear and form for a good transfer for a summer? Let's see. He's definitely come back to bite City. Was that the bite that actually dents the title? That would be very, very interesting to see. But the fact is, I'm pretty calm with the fact that I've got players like, obviously you're on the bench at the moment for this game week. Edison, Trent, Van Dijk, Diaz, Cancelo, Salah, and Kane in one squad with Saka and Bowen. I'm pretty content with that, to be fair. Ali says a lot of. I think Brentford's late goal hurt a lot of FPL players. It did, but I gained some points as well from that. Weirdly, so obviously Ben White lost 4, but Saka gained 2. So I kind of only lost 2 points, right? But yeah, people who doubled up on like Arsenal defence, that would have been quite painful. Tezza asks what's happening to Reguilon. I don't know. I generally don't know. I thought this guy was a class player last season, but no idea about Reguilon, boss. He has a good game, then he goes off it, and then he's a bit very inconsistent. Sancho looks great, to be fair. Yeah, he does. Sancho's a great signing. He just needs a decent run in the squad. And I think he will show his true class, and we just need a better manager. United are just struggling, honestly. Start of the season, I thought they were like genuine title contenders. You got Sancho, Fernandes, Ronaldo, Rashford, Martial. He's gone on loan now. We had some really good players, but got no defence, got no manager. So pretty useless at the moment. Wait, it says Game Week 31 wildcard, Game Week 30 hope everyone fails. That's a bold request there. Thomas says, will Reglon play? I mean, I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything about why he shouldn't play. Let me have a look quickly to see anything on Twitter. He's got an illness, so it could be like potentially a doubt, but I think he should be fine and fit to play. I think he should be alright to feature in this game. It's just an illness. Ali Maxuma at an away game is going to get booed big time. He is, yeah. It was not a great incident, to be fair. So yeah, unfortunately, Zuma's a good player. Definitely, I really rate him since the days of Chelsea, but that's out of order what he did. I mean, I've got a phobia of cats, so but even I don't think that should be done to no animal at all. And you know how football fans are. they do like to take advantage of a situation, right? Definitely to keep him reminded. I think what really hurt me was what Moyes did. He kind of like didn't even take courtesy, or West Ham, I should say. Started putting back into the squad. Like honestly, it's just like really, no empathy. But West Ham doing well. Arsenal 2 games in hand to catch United. I think 4 points the gap is, so that'll be interesting. Good win for Spurs as well against City. It's going to get very, very tough indeed. I mean, I looked at Edouard a couple of weeks ago from bringing him into my squad potentially for Calvert-Lewin, but it's kind of disappointed me, to be fair. I thought I'd give him a week or two just to see how he's going, right? Edouard really hasn't caught my eye. Smith Rowe again plays, scores a goal. Decent. I think he should get more game time, to be honest. Lacazette, that gets an assist. So are people looking at Lacazette potentially? That'll be a good buy. But yeah, I mean, a lot to still play for. The ranks will change midweek, of course. That'll be interesting to see which players actually actually, to be fair, which players actually can take advantage of the second game. That's going to be the big one. To see how they're going. Still quite windy out there, as you can hear. Storms keep on coming. Cool, so I think that's my race run for this evening. Thank you for bearing with me. I feel better. Still not 100%, but I will keep going to the best of my ability. Thank you again, guys, for watching. If you like the video, give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe as well on FPL Inklink. Thank you so much. Good luck for the midweek games as well. I'll obviously be back with a live deadline stream next week where we can discuss what we're looking to do and what we're looking to achieve. I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank you to everyone for being part of our family. And thank you for always dropping messages as well. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you once again for bearing with me. Be part of our channel. Hit that subscribe button. And we'll carry on with this season indeed. Good luck, everyone. Stay tuned. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Contact me on any of my social media. I want you guys to stay safe and have a good week as well. Teza asks, what could be the reason why Trent and Robertson are not playing? Just rotation, buddy. Nothing to be concerned about. Standard rotation itself. Ali says, cheers, Mo. Have a good week. You too, guys. Have a great week. Absolute pleasure. And we'll see you with some more